Just days before the 40-round MLB draft, some lesser-known prospects get one last chance to make an impression at Bowman Scout Day. His name having finally been called, an anxious prospect steps up for his turn to put his plate skills on display. Never has this player had the chance to command the attention of so many big league buyers. He looks to make his case for draft consideration. Most of today's Scout Day participants are not considered blue-chip prospects, but they all have blue-chip aspirations. A player looks to follow up his efforts at the plate with a demonstration of solid defensive fundamentals. At the major league level, the defensive standard is near perfection. This prospect looks to deliver as clean a performance as he can. Done for the day and heading back to the locker room, this player is met by one of the scouts in attendance. While preparing for the first of 2 games at the Topps Amateur Showcase, a prospect is approached by a representative of the MLB Scouting Bureau.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we get the ball rolling with an intriguing matchup on day one between the prospects from the Eastern Seaboard and those representing the West. Will Lieberthal, the right-hander from Canada, will be the starting pitcher. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Now at the plate, Frank Fleming. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off with the East, center fielder, Frank Fleming.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Under.
0-1's the count. 3.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. Afternoon baseball here on the show. One game for each team is in the books, and now it's on to day 2, and we've got a good matchup ahead between the prospects from the Eastern Seaboard and the prospects from the Central region. Into the box now, Frank Fleming.
Leading off with the East, center fielder, Frank Fleming.
A 2-0 finish today. The Central prospects jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Luis Anaya earns the victory on the mound. So
With nothing left to do but await his fate, this young hopeful receives a check-in from his former high school coach, who's been acting as his advisor through the process.
Welcome back to the Major League Baseball first-year player draft. The first pick is officially on the clock. With the first pick, the Detroit Tigers select David Decker, a shortstop from the International region. With the second pick, the San Francisco Giants select Jose Alfaro, a starting pitcher from the West region. With the third pick, the Philadelphia Phillies select Ian Leroy, a starting pitcher from the East region. With the fourth pick, the Chicago White Sox select Tom Chu, a closing pitcher from the International region. With the fifth pick, the Cincinnati Reds select Albert Ochoa, a starting pitcher. With the 11th pick, the Pittsburgh Pirates select Frank Fleming, a center fielder from the East region.
After a long and lonely first 2 days of the MLB draft, this player's wait is finally over. While being selected is a major milestone, new After impressively finishing out his draft year in a development league, this prospect has been sent to open the following. A welcoming manager offers some simple wisdom.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the first of this four-game weekend set between the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Altoona Curve. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Alfonso Alvarado gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. We'll see if that starts in this one today.
Fleming is there, 2 gone. Now in the box, Mac Rosa, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Mac Rosa.
Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. Hernandez is there, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And we are tied 0-0. Into the box, Frank Fleming. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Misses up and in. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Here's Max Moroff standing in. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. The 3-2 pitch. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. Nieto is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And the average big league shortstop can make every play. But can they make the highlight reel play? In order to do that, you got to be able to put your back foot in the ground and absolutely unload from that 5.5 hole if you're playing shortstop. And that's what this guy does. He brings a different element to the game. He has got an absolute hand cannon.
And a dive, but he's back. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Now the 2-1 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now the 3-2 pitch. He's running. Count still full, 3-2. Fleming stands at first with one out. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. So striding forward now, Julian Sanchez.
Designated hitter.
Now a throw over. A dive, but he's back. The 1-1 misses, ball 2. Bottom of the second here with no score. Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now a move over to first, and the runner back safely. Working for the punch out and the offering. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Settling in now, Frank Nieto. 7, 8, 9. Bottom of the order set to go here in the 3rd.
Frank Nieto.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. It's a swinging bunt up the line, but that one rolls foul. Windup and the 0-2 pitch, and he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Standing in now, Andy Boyer.
Andy Boyer.
0-1 the count. Pitch on the way. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Sliders in for a strike. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Brent Delabate is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Standing in, Brent Delabate. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here's the first pitch to him. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-0. Misses off the plate.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
The 2-0 on the way is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Here's a strike. Third inning, no score to this point. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Striding into the box, Ron Sandoval. He drew a walk his first time up.
Ron Sandoval.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Moving under it, Nieto. He's got it one away. Striding in once again, Colin Moran reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. At the plate, Carlton McKenzie.
The left fielder, number 2, Carlton McKenzie.
And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Digging in, Gil Hernandez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Gil Hernandez.
Two and two.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his bat and gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one. Because if it comes again, we like to refer to that one in the biz as a cement mixer.
The 2-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Coming to the plate now, Greg Allen. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in a philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. McKenzie waits on it. 1 away. Stepping in, Juan Sanchez.
The right fielder, number 2, Juan Sanchez.
First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
1 out, nobody on. This is skied into short left center. Hernandez calls for it. 2 down.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Into the box, Reed Ballard. Liner towards second, but this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Digging in, Jose Osuna comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball that misses. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
The 3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Now batting.
In now, Frank Fleming. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit in the air out to right. Sanchez coasts under it, and that's the second out of the inning. So stepping in, Max Moroff flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now the 1-1 pitch is a sharp slider that bounces in the dirt. Bases are empty here with two men out. Now here's a shot out toward the gap in right center. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll make it to second base now with two gone.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well.
Now batting, catcher, Jacob Colling.
Back up the middle. Bowyer ranging up the middle. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Now at the plate, Alonso Ferreira. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
The windup and the 0-1. Strike two as he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Well, I think this will be ruled an error, so the no-hit bid is still alive. If it's not, there might be a riot in that dugout, and rightfully so.
The batter, the designated hitter.
Stepping in now, David McClendon, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Towards second. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman. Digging in once again, Frank Fleming.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody put something together to try to score a run.
A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And that right there was his first double-A base hit. I would imagine he's got to feel pretty good about that.
I'm sure he does, Matt. A lot of guys never get to double-A baseball, and even though this isn't the end goal for him, it's always nice to get on the stat sheet as you move up through the minors.
Now batting, second baseman.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And the runner back. And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in there. Swing and a little blooper to center. In there, a base hit. The throw to third. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
Hit in the air to shallow center. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RB.
Now batting, Andy Boyer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Stepping into the box, Frank Fleming. He singled his last time up.
Frank Fleming.
First offering on its way.
Nope, that's foul.
Osuna aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
I expect this series to be a battle, so to take the first game at home is definitely the way you want to start it out. Give that home crowd a reason to come back tomorrow for what will hopefully be another summer.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Altoona. Digging in, Juan Sanchez looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one.
Sanchez.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. McKenzie sprinting after it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. And now we'll look at the starting lineup. Stepping into the box, Mac Rosa. He was hitless in the shutout last night. Hit the other way out toward right field. Sandoval is after it. 2 gone. Ready now, Frank Fleming. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second. Here comes the first pitch. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. And the average big league shortstop can make every play. But can they make the...
Leading off the inning, Reed Ballard. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started. There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came.
Ready for another chance? Frank Fleming. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Frank Fleming.
First delivery to him on the way. Starts him out with a fastball too low for ball 1. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Osuna gets his lead at first, nobody out. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Into center field. Line drive, base hit.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
Now batting, second baseman, Mora.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Sanchez over to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jacob Stallings. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Working for the punch out and the offering. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Next will be the designated hitter, Julian Sanchez. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th.
Julian Sanchez.
2 balls and a strike.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
And he got him. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. At the plate, Andy Bowyer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Shortstop, Andy Bowyer.
Drives it out to deep right center field. Sandoval giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Digging in now, David McClendon, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. McKenzie going back, and that one is gone.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day.
Striding in, Frank Nieto comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Ready for another shot now, Frank Fleming. He singled his last time up. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. High in the air into shallow left center. Nieto over to his left, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We're through 6 full. The Rubber Ducks lead this one 5-2. Coming to the plate now, Mac Rosa. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. High in the air out to center field. Fleming is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 2. Digging in and looking for more, Frank Nieto.
Left fielder, Frank Nieto.
First pitch on its way. Breaking ball in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Here's the pitch. And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Rubber Ducks lead it 5-2. Brandon Furillo is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Brandon Furillo.
So striding in, Colin Moran. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Now batting, left fielder, Carlton McKenzie.
Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Here you go, make the turn, make the turn, make the turn.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Jose Osuna, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with two men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Next will be Jose Osuna. Bases are loaded in front of him, so a real opportunity for him to put a dent in that 3-run deficit. Has to challenge him now. Here's the pitch. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And this is a great example of what happens when you can't find the strike zone. The first walk of the inning looked harmless enough, but this one brings a runner home. Self-inflicted wounds are always the hardest to swallow.
In now, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Center fielder, Frank Fleming.
First delivery to him on the way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
1-1.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-1 pitch. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. Here's Max Moroff standing in. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Sanchez will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2. This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4 the final tally. Akron rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the... Into the box now, Juan Sanchez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Fleming coming in. He can't get there as it falls in. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Alonso Ferreira. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. And that gets through for a one-out base hit. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
So coming to the plate, Brent Delabate took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that is through into center field. A base hit. One run is scored, and he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners.
Striding forward now is the DH, David McClendon. He went deep in the contest last night.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
Hey, the offense did their homework coming into this one. There's another leadoff.
Stepping up now, Juan Sanchez. He reached on a single in his first try. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw to the plate. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores. Standing in, Frank Fleming.
Batting 6, center fielder, Frank Fleming.
First delivery to him on the way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. In the air now out to left field. Nieto coasts under it, and that's the second out of the inning. So digging in now, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Frank Fleming.
First offering on its way. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get two. The second for one. On to first to complete the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first base.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Keith McWilliams.
Keith McWilliams.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. At the plate, Frank Fleming. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Fleming.
Line drive to center field. And a diving effort in center, but it's going to skip right on by him. Now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Here's the 4th hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
Here's Max Morov standing in, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
The count now at 2-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding. Now at the plate, Brent Delabate.
Leading off for Akron, third baseman, Brent Delabate.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Fleming is underneath this one. 1 down. Digging in the switch hitter, David McClendon. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
McClendon.
Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Fleming. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no error. Digging in to try it again, Reed Ballard. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Fleming racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Ready once again, Frank Fleming. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th. And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Rubber Ducks posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the AA Eastern League. Today we wrap up this. Now at the plate, Alonso Ferreira. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Ferreira.
Popped him up. Morov has a play, and that's the 3rd out. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Stepping in, Brent Delabate. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. The 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Fleming, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the bottom of the 2nd, and we are tied 0-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Frank Fleming, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Frank Fleming.
Now the pitch. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And a good throw gets him one gone.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And the average big league shortstop can make every play. But can they make...
Stepping up to the plate, Greg Allen. He popped out in his first trip. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Johnson on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Frank Fleming. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Moran leads off second with one gone in the inning. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Fernandez will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out. Now to the plate, Frank Fleming, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Fernandez. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. So it's one run, one hit, one error in the inning, and one man left on base. Seventh inning coming up. The Rubber Ducks lead this one 2-1. Into the box now, Brent Delabate. He'll start the seventh in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. McKenzie sprinting after it, one away. Now at the plate, Frank Fleming. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9.
Frank Fleming.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's a fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. Oh, and that nearly sent us home and sent this crowd into hysterics, but it'll wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, there's the great equalizer.
Now in the box, Brent Delabate. He flew out in his last at-bat. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Fleming on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Greg Allen. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Pulled toward right center field. Fleming has it in his tracks, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. So one will win it here. To the plate now is the designated hitter, David McClendon. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. It's getting late. One run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. And we are tied 2-2. So striding forward now, Frank Fleming. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. Bounce to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out.
Our final line.
A Double-A hitting coach touches base with a new arrival to the team.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the second of three to start the week between the Harrisburg Senators and the Altoona Curve. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Alfonso Alvarado is on the mound for game two. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Boy, he was awfully good in his last one, only allowing 2 hits and pitching deep into the game in his last start to pick up the win. It'll be interesting to see if he can do that in back-to-back outings.
Into the box, Frank Fleming is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And the pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike two. Popped him up. Ayala is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Settling in now, Derek Haley. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Derek Haley.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swinging a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit. Standing in, Tom Cartwright comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. I'm set with the 0-1. Oh, he gets around on the fastball here and drives it out to deep left center field. And this will get over the wall. It's gone. A home run. Striding in once again, Ken Garcia. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Striding into the box, Frank Fleming. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air out to right. Jenkins moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Digging in, Henry Rosa, and their runners at the corners now.
Henry Rosa.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field. Fleming is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So it's no runs on 2 hits. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Edwin Jackson, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. Swing and a liner. Leaps and makes a terrific catch, and with that the side is retired. Coming to the plate now, Frank Fleming. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
The windup and the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And that one just missed outside.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off well.
And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Now batting, second baseman, Mora.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Stepping in, Jacob Stallings popped out and singled in his 2 trips to the plate. Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Right side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
1-2 as he chases the slider.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
The 1-2. Hit hard back up the middle. There's one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. So no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 8th inning coming up. The Senators lead it 3-0. Digging in, Frank Fleming, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
The 1-0. He's taken strike 1. And he throws a cutter right by him to take control. 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Well, when you hear people talk about the unwritten rules of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that. You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
Here's Max Moroff standing in. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Popped him up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. On to first, a double play. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We've played 8 full. Harrisburg is out in front, 3-2. Tom Cartwright will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ballgame on 1 swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second. 4-2 the final score tonight. The Senators took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Edwin Jackson earns the win, his second. Minor League Baseball. Coming to the plate now, Frank Fleming, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here comes the first pitch. In the dirt here. No movement on base. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Julio has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods. Just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses.
So stepping in, Adrian Sanchez. He singled his last time up. Third inning, no score to this point. Line toward the gap in left center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. And a reaching effort, but this ball gets by him as he does a half gainer to try to flag it down.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going.
Now at the plate, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Fleming.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. The 1-0 home is in there for strike one. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
The 1-1. Rips this one to first. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
The batter number 3, shortstop, Gil Hernandez.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Julio is under it. And that ends the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. On now to the top of inning number 4. And we are tied 0-0. At the plate, Frank Fleming.
Leading off with a curve.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Tapped up the first baseline. That rolls foul for strike one. And there's ball one.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. On its way is pitch number 75. Hit hard towards center. A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow. Around second, he's on his way to third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Even the best center fielders make mistakes once in a while, and that's definitely the case here. He totally misplays it, and by the time he recovers, no chance of keeping him from ending up at third.
The batter number 3, shortstop, Gil Hernandez.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
The 2-1 home. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Jenkins ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Great job of offense.
Coming to the plate again, Frank Fleming, as he'll bat for the second time in the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses for ball 1. ready. Here's the 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
2-0 count, the pitch, swing and a liner. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game. Digging in once again, Gil Hernandez. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice thus far.
Hernandez.
Here's the payoff pitch. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. Next will be Jose Osuna. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Now the 2-1 pitch is a ball below the zone.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Here it is on 3-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Now the 3-2 pitch.
You're here.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run. Ready to take his hacks again, Julian Sanchez, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Boy, and call off the Dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And he's in safely to third as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Yeah, with the bases.
Now batting, Tom Jenkins. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Fleming ranging back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Digging in, Henry Rosa. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Stepping into the box, Anton Julio. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Pulled toward right center field. Fleming is after it, and that's the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 8, Abraham Benitez.
Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
Man, I thought this at bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout there.
Second baseman.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. A bouncer up the middle. That gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Leading off with a curve.
Stepping into the box, Frank Fleming. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. And it's 1-1. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Swing and a line drive, but foul. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Oh, boy, that pitch nearly got him in a bad place as he had to hit the dirt that time. It's ball 4. Ready now, Gil Hernandez.
The batter number 3, shortstop, Gil.
Now the
Hernandez.
2-1 is taken for strike 2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Fleming on at first, nobody out. Grounded down the third baseline. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. So that one wasn't 11-0, the final shutout total in this one. Altoona wrote an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Pedro Cora earns his first win of the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he certainly was a big part of this victory. Picked up 4 RBIs in the game, so it's safe to say that he came through when they needed him to.
Our final line score, first for the victorious Curve, 11 runs, 13 hits. 1 error. They left 10 men on base. For the Senators, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 34 minutes. Thanks for joining us this evening, and please drive home safely.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Altoona Curve and the Erie Seawolves. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Sean Rosas gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that added a new pitch to his repertoire, the split finger. He won't throw it that often. I think one of the reasons he tried to pick up this pitch, had a difficult time throwing the straight changeup, and sometimes the splitter is the quick pitch fix for that. So it'll be interesting to see how and when he uses the splitter in this one here today.
Guys, we take a look at the home nine as they take the field tonight. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped two straight.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
The 1-1. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. So a bit of a rocky start there as they're able to load the bases on him, but he's able to wiggle his way out of it. So it's on to the bottom of inning number one. No score. Ready for another chance. Cecil Lyon.
First baseman.
Cosmo on third. Daniel over at second. Nieves at first. One gone. High in the air out to center field. Fleming moves over. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded and only one run scores on the sacrifice fly.
At the plate, James Reyna. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
James Reyna.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fleming waits on it, and they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the one run scores here in the frame. So one run on one hit, no errors, and three men left stranded. 3 innings complete. The Seawolves lead it 2-0.
Now batting.
Digging in now, Frank Fleming. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The 1-0 home is in there for strike one.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Lifted down the line in left. And that's a fair ball. And they are on the board as the run scores from second to make this a 2-1 game now.
Sometimes you just got to tip your hat to the offense right there. Nice piece of hitting. Executed his pitch away again, but the hitter was able to stay on time.
Now batting.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Reyna moves over. He's got it 1 away. Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Right side, hit hard. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. Throw to third, and it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position.
That was definitely a 2-strike curveball there. The catcher turns his glove over and tries to make himself big to block it, but with no luck. The ball skips away, and it's scored a wild pitch.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. And nearly had him going back to second, but he's able to sneak back in safely. Fleming at third. Stallings is over at second with 1 down in the inning. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Ron Sandoval, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Bat explodes as this has popped up. High hop, and he barehands it. He beat it out. That was a phenomenal stop, but it winds up a base hit, and the inning continues.
That's one of those do-or-die plays right there, D-Road. Good job there by the third baseman to get it. Has to do that bare hand. That was a strong throw to first base, but just not in time for an infield single.
Yeah.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Chris Nieves, and he'll be tasked with bringing home the potential tying and go-ahead runs, both of which are standing in scoring position. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. McKenzie on the move. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We played 4 full. Altuna's out in front, 3-2. Striding in, Frank Fleming. He singled his last time up.
Frank Fleming.
First delivery to him on the way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. That's a 2-0 now.
Runner on third, sac fly situation, right? 2 pitchers down. Really good job of patience, trying to get a pitch that he can lift into the air to drive that runner home.
The 2-0 on the way. Pops this one up. Daniel is there for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, James Reyna, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 1-1 home. Grounded back up the middle. Fernandez up the middle. Throw gets him 2 down. So striding in, Jim Daniel, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Montero at second with 2 down. That's lifted the other way out to left. McKenzie is in pursuit, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Ready for another shot now. Chris Nieves. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Chris Nieves.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Fleming. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 6 full. The Curve lead it 4-3. Into the box now, Frank Fleming.
Leading off with the Curve. Center fielder, Frank Fleming.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2. Hit in the air out to left. Montero giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. In now, Thomas Kristen. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have...
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number. So coming to the plate, Frank Fleming. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Fleming.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And that one just missed outside. And he misses. 2-1.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Cutter got up on him pretty quickly there, and it's back to even 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready with another 2-2. Missed with a breaking ball. 1 out, nobody on. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Montero is over just a few steps to his right as he takes it for out number 2.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. Altoona took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Marcos Fuentes claims the win out of the pen, his first. Fernando Calzado closes the door for the save, his second. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
final line score, first for the victorious Curve, 6 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 15 runners on base. For the Seawolves, 3 runs on 9 hits. 1 error. They left 15 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 18 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.